Hello, everyone. This is Kerry Charles.
And this is Chris Rosenbaum, and welcome to today's TME.
Yes. Are you excited, Chris?
I'm very excited. It's been a great day today.
It has been a really good day. It's
Yeah,
been,
we just finished our vision and planning conference this morning.
yes, we
It was
did.
a great event.
It was really good. We had several people that came actually from quite a few different areas, actually.
Yeah.
And it was a great meeting. I love this one. Actually, I think the more and more Christian business
Mhm.
leaders and ministry leaders that we can get here, the better. It is
Yeah.
such a powerful meeting.
I know I told you this earlier, but I think it was really cool. One of the gentlemen that came for the vision and planning conference is the son of the youth pastor of my old church in
Yeah.
Ohio.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really neat. His name's Seth Krause. His father's Doug Krause, and it
Yeah,
was just
he's a
really cool.
lawyer. He's a lawyer for CLA now and
Hmm.
Christian Law Association. We had Tommy Alvis,
Hmm.
who's a professional CPA, owns his own CPA firm, and then we had Pastor Tim Cruz here, Brother Charles Prescott, Terry Monday,
Yeah.
Greg Gray. Um, Brother Scott Carsley obviously was leading it all up. I think that was all of them. Maybe there was one other one, but we had a really good meeting. It was
Absolutely, it
very
was a
good.
great time. A lot of wonderful things that were done, and a lot of good lessons that were learned too.
Absolutely. So, Chris, the question for today, okay? You
Okay,
ready for this?
lay it on me.
What are you looking forward to most about the fall?
Pumpkin spice.
There was like no hesitation whatsoever on that. I did
I
not even pre-warn you about that question.
absolutely love pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. Why pumpkin spice?
Okay, because it's a limited time thing. Okay, you ever heard of LTOs, limited time offers?
Yes.
So, uh, to me, pumpkin spice is like one of the
Limited time.
ultimate LTOs that is not like specified for just one brand or one company. It's just a great
I
flavor.
do like pumpkin, like um they have what did I have one time? Actually, um Cookout has like a pumpkin cheesecake milkshake. It's really
I
good.
did not know this.
Yeah, it's really
So
good.
when's the next time we're all going to cookout?
You know, next time you pay, you know,
Oh, that's right.
which they're really cheap, but anyway,
I know they're not. Actually, cookout was always a lot of fun when I was at college. If it was like late and like a lot of us guys in the dorm, just were hungry, that was the place we would always go to because
that's
it was
because
so
it's
cheap.
like so cheap and it's really quick. Actually, they're still really cheap.
Yeah, comparatively, they're still cheap.
Yeah,
But Carrie, I gotta be honest with you. I remember back when like the trays where you get like a main and two sides and a drink was like $5.
yeah,
Now it's like
yeah.
$8, and I cry a little tear every time I
But
don't
that's
see that
like it's
$5.
still probably now that I think about it, it might be the cheapest fast food out there.
Yeah, it
I
could
don't
be. I'm
know.
not certain, but I think it definitely
Like
ranks up there
I
among.
used to think McDonald's was it, but even McDonald's has risen up to like $10 to $15 a
Oh
meal.
yeah, like
Um,
I think McDonald's they had just brought back like the snack wraps,
oh yeah,
which was
yeah.
like I loved that when I was like younger, but I was like, oh, maybe I'll try one. So I went through a drive-through and they were like $3 for like one little wrap, and I'm like, no,
We always start with food or weather, but anyway,
you're not wrong.
it's great stuff. So,
So
welcome, welcome.
what are you looking for to most about fall?
Yes, yes. What am I looking forward to most? I think I'm probably looking forward to. I do love the food. Like
Okay.
I do, but like man, this is really good. This
See,
is
most of the
like,
time you think like
yes,
Thanksgiving and the food
yeah.
and things like
Thanksgiving. I
that.
love Thanksgiving because okay, I am not as into football as I used to be, but I really like the atmosphere of college football
Oh yeah,
and food and like really good food.
that's how it
Sweet
always
potato
ends up.
casserole. That's probably what I'm looking forward to most.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of like the atmosphere of fall. I also like the cooler weather. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's not as hot and things like that. You should
Yeah.
maybe walk outside, enjoy it a little more rather than being
Yeah.
so hot.
So what are you looking forward to most? There's so many things you can write on the
Mhm.
chat. We have Chelsea Stone watching, Kate and the Flickager, and I think a few others are coming in and out of here. I don't know if you have anyone on YouTube right now.
Yeah, I think we have maybe a couple people tuning in, but there's a lot more things that are coming up around even here during the fall.
Yes,
We have our
yes.
harvest rallies coming up,
Oh, I'm so looking
so
forward
those
to
are
that.
definitely some things we can look forward to.
Yes, absolutely. And those are coming up. The first one, Junior Rally, is on September 27th.
Mhm.
And our program director, Stephen Rufner, will be actually preaching for that event.
Mhm.
And then the Teen Rally is on October 4th. And that will be done or preached by Jake DeAndre.
Mhm.
He's an evangelist. We love having him. And then we also have a Young Preacher Summit that's August 29th and 30th. So before the Harvest Rallies. That's coming up at the end of the month with evangelist Scott Pauley. If you're a young preacher boy or someone that feel like God's calling you in the ministry, but you're not sure what ministry yet, this is a really good event to come. And then even if you're someone that would be a mentor to somebody else, come
Absolutely.
together. This is a really good event. Or maybe you just got called to preach as a 60-year-old. It happens, and that's exciting.
Mhm.
So that's going to be August 29th and 30th. And then we did just have our banquet dinner and vision and planning conference. Both those went well. The last one, we have our men's and ladies retreats are on the website as well.
Oh, good. So people can
Um,
now register and sign up for those events.
they can. And actually, Chris, this is exciting. The website, actually, we just got a new website.
Oh, really? Is
So
it live?
it is live.
Wow.
Just like you're live. I'm alive. You know, it's
Yeah,
pretty great. Yeah,
yeah,
no, I'm
I'm
just kidding.
really, yeah, that's pretty neat.
It is live. There might be, if you go on there, you might see some things. We're still kind of tweaking it. You might see some things that it may not be, it's not going to be perfect. I guarantee you that. But we're trying to get it to the point where it's getting closer and closer. But we wanted to go ahead and put it out there. It is really cool.
So there's a lot of things coming up here at the Edge Christian Camp that we're looking forward to, and you can get involved in it. Go
Absolutely.
online and sign up for the event that you'd like to be a part of. We would love to have you be a part of what's happening here.
Yes, go on the Edge dot camp, or if you just look up the Edge Christian Camp in Surrey, Virginia, you can find that. And then if you like to volunteer, you can give us a call, or there's a volunteer page on the website too. And then the last thing we wanted to mention was that once again, the October 18th Sanctity of Life rally that's going to
Yes.
be happening over at the Rockingham County Fairgrounds in Rockingham County. It's the Shenandoah Valley area. And it's going to be such a special event. Evangelist Byron Fox will be preaching, and Dr. Michael Huffman will be there as well. We have people in Virginia that are trying to make it where abortion is legal up
Mm.
to the third trimester.
And see, that is just absolutely wrong.
Absolutely, it's wicked. We believe that biblically, even the first trimester, it should never even be an option.
Life begins at conception, Gary.
Absolutely.
And so life ought to be protected from conception.
Yeah, so please come out to this event. I'm going to be there, Lord willing. My wife and I, and maybe some other folks, that we're going to try to bring with us. But love to have you guys come out for that. So go
Absolutely.
ahead and write some on the chat. Maybe if you have a praise or you have a prayer request. Jordan Mills, man, one of our lead counselors, he
I
actually
know.
wants to watch us.
That's
This
wild.
is amazing. I'm going to say hi, Jordan. Hope you're doing well, Jordan. When do you go back to school? I'm curious. I don't know. I've heard so many different. Do you know Maranatha does not go back to school until the end of August?
Uh, I think there's a lot of schools that are starting to do that now. I think Crown is towards the end of the or end of the month as well now.
Well,
I
because
think
I had
it's
heard so many that were like starting earlier. Because I think West Coast, I think starts like middle of August. I know PCC starts like middle to end of
Yeah,
August.
usually it's like the
Um,
beginning towards the middle, things like that. I think back when I was at
yeah,
Crown it was like that, but then I was talking to a relative of mine. He said he's not going back till the 22nd, I believe he said.
yeah.
That is insane to
Well,
me.
I was talking to a young lady that's going to Maranatha. She doesn't have to be there till the 27th.
Wow, wow. The
So
very, very end of the month.
yeah, I was like, wow, this is, I mean, I don't know if that's you, Jordan, if you're doing that or not, but oh, he said he's going back August 22nd. That's pretty great. Okay, so he does get a little bit of break. That's pretty nice.
Not bad.
You get to have a little more time to work and get some more money. Now that you're engaged and getting ready to
Yes,
be a married man.
congratulations on that, by the way.
Yes, super excited for you guys. I hope you come back and visit us, poor old people, someday. But anyway, so go ahead and write something on the chat, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Go ahead and share this on your Facebook page or YouTube account. Hashtag TME. Lots of things going on. You can sign up for.
And you know
Um,
what, Carrie? You talk about putting things on Facebook and things like, like Instagram and things like that and sharing it. Social media really is a very good tool that we can use for the Lord's work.
Absolutely, definitely, and that's actually kind of what we want to talk about today,
Yeah,
Chris.
because social media it can be a great tool, but it can also be a huge detriment to someone's
It
Christian
can be,
walk.
yes. When I was a teenager, and this is really kind of something we want to highlight today with our truth segment. But when I was a teenager, I had gotten to the point where I was just like against all social media
Right.
because it had just affected me so wrongfully, and so I cut it off completely. And sometimes there's times for that,
Yes.
but then I had my youth pastor. He said, because I had just come to the camp and started doing marketing with them, he's like, Carrie, you might be wise to try to use some of that stuff because you can use it for God's glory.
Hmm.
And there's both sides to it. You can use it for God's glory, or you can use it to basically,
Hmm.
well, you can use it for many things, but you can use it for a lot of bad reasons to consume
Right.
time. You can waste time on there.
Hmm.
You can look at wrong things. And that's what we want to hit on today.
Absolutely. And so, like we said, social media can be a great tool that the Lord can use, but at the same time, you do not want it to become a stronghold in your life.
Yeah. I'm excited about this because I was looking at we've been using our Paul Chappell book
Hmm.
a little bit this year, actually quite a bit. And normally I'll just pull like tidbits,
Yeah.
Chris, but this one like, and I'm still not going to go through the whole thing, but I there was just several convicting questions
Yeah.
to think about. I mean, people watch. How much time do you think you spend on your phone each day?
Harry, I'm gonna be honest with you, too much.
Yeah, probably. I mean, my thing used to send me, I think it still does, alerts at the end of each week saying how many hours I averaged on a
Yeah.
day. And I think I averaged. It's been a while since I've looked at it, but it used to be, I think, like 3 hours a day.
Wow.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm spending 3 hours a day on my phone. Now, granted, a lot of that is for work, but still,
Yeah.
that's a lot of time.
I know. And so, Carrie, I'll be honest with you. I know exactly what you're talking about. You can see like how much time you're spending on each app and things like that. When I was a teenager, it got to the point where I was, afraid to even look at those records because I didn't want to see how
Hmm.
much time I was spending on my
No,
phone.
no.
But I'll tell you this: one of the things that convicted me, and I want to talk about this. If I could just go to Psalm 63, I love how the Bible says this in verse 1: "O God, Thou art my God. Early will I seek Thee. My soul thirsteth for Thee. My flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is." And I'm not trying to nitpick here, but I love how the Bible says, "Early will I seek thee. My soul thirsteth for thee."
Mm.
You know, David is saying here, like I will take time in my day when I wake up, my thoughts go to God. And one of the things that I had to realize, Carrie, especially when I was a teenager, and I still have to check myself on it now, even as a young adult, when I wake up in the morning, what's the first thing that my mind wants to wander off to? What's the first thing that my brain says I need in order to get myself woken up in the morning? Am I running to my Bible? Am I seeking the Lord early in the morning? Or when I wake up in the morning, is the first thing that I want to do just open up my phone and scroll on social media and see,
Yeah,
who's posting what or
yeah,
what funny things I can find for my day,
yeah.
you know? And really what that is, Carrie, that's a sign of addiction.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I used to. I even did, and I'll talk about this a little bit and later on, but um, I got to a point where well, Rebecca and I have a rule.
Hmm.
Um, we call our room, because we heard this from someone else, saying that make your room as a married couple your sanctuary.
Hmm.
Obviously, not disrespect. Obviously, the Lord has His sanctuary, definitely, but um, making our room a sanctuary in the fact that we don't allow any electronic devices in there as much as possible. And so I charge my phone in the other room, and it's actually kind of nice because when I mean I used to use it for my alarm clock, but we actually have a regular alarm clock. But it's nice because you're not waking up in the morning, turning over, looking at your phone.
Right.
I mean, it's just automatic. If it's right next to you on your nightstand, you're gonna do it.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
but that's a valid point, very valid point.
Yeah, and so you just ask yourself. I had to ask myself the question, Carrie. When I wake up in the morning, what am I running to first?
Hmm.
I need to make sure that I'm running to the Bible, that I'm running to the Lord. I need to start my day with the Lord, not with some social media app or not with
Yeah.
some sort of, piece of what I would call entertainment.
Mhm.
That's just not what my mind needs to be focused on what the Lord has for me that day.
Absolutely. Paul Chappell wrote out some questions that I just want to ask you guys. I'm curious, like, just you don't have to put it on the chat, but think about how much time you spend on social media a day. Maybe it's Instagram, social media, TikTok, Twitter, whatever it may be. Maybe you're spending too much time on there. Maybe you do have a good balance. Maybe you have like time limits on it. You're doing good. Praise the Lord for that. You can use it for God's glory in a wonderful way.
Mhm.
But he wrote out some questions. I was like, this is really good.
All right, lay one on me because I
Okay,
haven't
you
seen the
ready?
questions yet.
Yes. So, is my consumption of visual entertainment following biblical truth?
Oh, that's good.
Is my consumption of visual entertainment helping me grow spiritually?
And that's more than just social media. That's for all
Yeah,
forms of entertainment.
he was saying, and I don't know how up to date. I think this might be back a year or two, but he was saying that most people spend an average of just over 3 hours on television on a
Wow.
daily basis. So that's not social media.
Yeah,
That's
that's just
just
TV.
television. So
Wow.
imagine how many more hours we spend if I spend 3 hours just on my phone, and then the average person spends another 3 hours on their television.
That's 6 hours.
That's 6 hours of your day and a
That's a
24-hour
whole
day.
25% of your day.
Absolutely. So you ask yourselves these questions like, am I promoting, is it what I'm watching? Is it promoting biblical truth?
Mhm.
Um, and what is what I'm watching helping me grow spiritually?
Right.
And then this was the third question. Is my consumption of visual entertainment a wise investment?
Ah,
That one hits me, Chris. I have to
that
be honest with you.
I think I see where this one's going. Is it going to what are going to be the long-term effects of, enjoying this sort of thing?
Yeah, and I mean, okay, I'm not really a reel guy.
Yeah.
Like Nathan, he sends me funny reels every now and then. I think they're great. Rebecca, she's really big into sending me these really funny marriage reels and stuff. And I think there's a time for that. Okay.
Absolutely. There's a time and a place
Yes,
for
you
it.
have fun with it. Definitely.
But you don't want it to consume you.
Right.
You were supposed to consume it, not
Right.
consume you. You know what I
And
mean?
there are some teenagers out there today, and not just teenagers, adults, that all they do for 30 minutes straight is look at reels
And you know
constantly.
what? Doesn't just apply to social media. This could be like, like video games, things like that.
Absolutely.
I okay, so this this is gonna sound really funny, but the other week, um, my wife and I were trying to find some things that maybe like we could watch with Ada when she gets a little older. And we found out that there are like whole episodes of Veggie Tales on YouTube.
Oh, nice. Yes.
So we just sat there and we just watched Larry Boy and the Bad Apple.
Oh my goodness.
Which, if you
Oh
know
my
about
goodness.
that one, it has to do with like temptation and things like that. Even how sometimes good things, when they're enjoyed in excess, can become bad things and
Yeah.
hindering things.
Yeah.
And there was like a really cool line in there where one of the characters was like really addicted to video games, and she gets trapped in this like game world or whatever because it's Veggie Tales. And then Larry Boy like saves her from it, and he goes, "Well, you were supposed to play the video game, but the video game played you." And I was like,
Oh,
"Whoa!"
that's actually, I mean, it's true in a way. That's so true.
But it does apply. I mean, it's interesting. You don't want these things that you consume to, draw you away from the Lord,
Yeah.
and they have to be a wise investment, like you're saying. And what are we going to be those long-term effects? I've heard of the term doom scrolling. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've heard of that
Yeah.
term,
Yeah.
where you just get locked in and you're just watching, 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 and then you realize, oh, 3 hours have passed.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I've found like if I'm struggling with something and I go on social media and one thing just starts to catch me, then another thing starts to catch me, then another thing starts to catch me. No, not only have I wasted my time, but then it's not helped my thought life.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I tell you this too? I get a lot of news sometimes
hmm,
in some of the things that I see on social media.
yeah.
And you have to be careful with what you watch and things
Yeah.
like that. But sometimes I'll get some news that's on there, and not all of it's good news. Not
Yeah.
all of it's happy news. And if I'm not careful, I'll let what I'm seeing on there affect me, spiritually and emotionally,
Yeah.
and I'll put myself in a bad mood from what I'm seeing on, on the news, so to speak.
Absolutely. I remember, Chris, I'll tell this one story and I'll get to the point, but um, when I was a kid, I go to camp every year and I make the commitment to read my Bible every year.
Hmm.
I get back home, do it for like a week or two, and I'd be done. Every year. It was like so terrible, always depressing. I was like, I'm in defeat every year. And so finally, I got to the end of the week of when I was 12, my last year at junior camp, and I
Hmm.
said, Lord, there's something keeping me from reading my Bible.
Yeah.
And I finally realized what it was. And that was so dumb. Okay, so dumb. I think I've said this on here before, but I literally was addicted to a game called Clash of Clans. That was it was my thing. Like
I know exactly
I,
the game you're talking
yes,
about.
because
Yeah.
at that time it was like the
It's like
height.
really popular.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it was also the only reason why I spent so much time on there was because there's a group chat you can usually form in there with online other people.
Yeah.
So I'd talk to friends from other or from my church and on there and all that stuff. I'd spend hours on that thing every single day, and I finally realized that was what was keeping me from my Bible. So I'd wake
Yeah.
up in the morning, and then it's so funny, but at the same time it's serious. Like
Yeah.
I woke up in the morning, I said, Lord, I'm not gonna touch the iPad and Clash of Clans until I read my Bible.
Yeah.
And it became a habit.
Right.
And that helped me
That's
so
good.
much. There's so many things you could do with that, but
So using your time to invest wisely in your future.
yeah,
That's what this comes down to.
absolutely. Absolutely. He wrote down some things. He put this question down. We're gonna end with this in just a second. We'll go on to our fun time, but if you're struggling with, maybe too much time on social media or too much time on TV, too much time on video games, can I say this and not try to step on people's toes? Maybe too much time on Fox News, whatever it may be. And I watch Fox News, but not every. You don't have to watch it for. People watch hours of that stuff, and it.
Sometimes that'll make you sad too.
Yeah, absolutely. He said, "What practical steps can I implement to honor God in my entertainment?" These are just a few. I thought these were really practical. Uh, choose not to access social media until having spent time with God in the morning. That's
Yep.
kind of what I just said. Leave your phone in another room while having a meal with family.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was thinking he was going to go with what I said, leaving it in there while you're and going to bed, but leaving it in another room while you're having family. Or
And that's a
meal
good
time.
one too. You want to have face to face time with. Not,
Yeah.
you don't want FaceTime. You want face to face
Face
time.
to face time. Very good. He put this one down. This might be just something that's helpful. Exercise before watching a movie. Um,
Oh, okay.
I was like, I definitely don't do
That
that.
is not something I've heard of before.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's, doing something, worthwhile and that'll do well for you in the long run before you reward yourself with something entertaining.
Yeah, absolutely. Then this was good. Fast from television or streaming movies and all that stuff. One day a week while reading books instead.
Yeah. And that's something that I need to do more of, Carrie, because I found out I enjoy reading when I get into it, but it can be hard for me
To
to want to
just get
pick it up.
into it. Yeah, same. I'm the same way. We're reading a book right now, and I love it, but we have to pick it up.
Yeah.
You know.
It's hard
Um,
to start it, but once I start it, it's hard to put it down.
yeah. Just a few verses. We'll give this, and we'll do the fun time. I wish I could go through all these. David said, "I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me." What are you watching? Is it promoting your spiritual being or well being? Galatians. I thought this was really good. But the fruit of the spirit is love, joy, peace, and you go from there. Can you ask yourself that question, Chris?
Mm,
Is what I'm watching or playing, um, does that have or does that produce the fruit of the spirit
right.
in my life? Does it help me produce that fruit of the spirit? Um, Whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do, do all to the glory of God.
Yep.
That's really good. I love this one. I'll end with this one. 1 Corinthians 6:12 says, "All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient."
Right.
All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. And he was really just saying there, there's some things that I can do and I have liberty to do them,
Yeah.
but they may not be the best thing for me.
If they're going to be a hindrance to me, if I can say it this way, it's like saying, no, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good example here. But I know what Paul was talking about, and there was the conversation of eating food that was at one point sacrificed to
Right.
idols.
Yeah.
Is it wrong? Was it wrong for them to eat the food? Not necessarily.
No, but
But
it could become a stomach block.
if it can become a stumbling block, then it ought to be best just avoided.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes it depends on where you're at with different people.
Mm,
But I think that was a really good thing to think about. Like you say all the time, what Pastor Sexton would say, not just choosing between what's good and what's bad, but what's good and
Good and
what's
what's
best.
best.
These are some really good things to think about. If you have your own thought or comment you want to write on the chat, I'd encourage you to write it on there. Hopefully, this has been a help to you. Maybe you're on here and you're saying, I don't even know God personally. I don't have a relationship with Him. I have questions about that. I'd like to know for sure that
Hmm.
I'm on my way to heaven when I die. That's a great question. Matter of fact, it's the most important question that should be answered in your life.
Absolutely. And first off, we would just want to say in response to that, that God wants to have you. God wants to know you.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go on our website. You can make a website inquiry on there. You can email us. You can call the number 757-294-3636. And we'd love to be able to share the gospel with you and show you from the Bible how you can know for sure you're on your way to heaven. Okay.
Absolutely.
Chris, this is good. I love this stuff.
Yeah, I
This is
like that. That
very
was
good.
very good, very
Uh,
practical. It's something I need to do better on. I read all
Same.
these things and I'm thinking to myself, Carrie, goodness gracious, I fail at some of these things.
I think we
I
all
need to
do.
do better at
Yeah.
this. And, I'm only going to get there with the Lord's help.
Absolutely, absolutely. So our fun time today is kind of going back off of what we did last week.
Yes.
Okay.
So we did the
Uh,
categories where Carrie and I would go back and forth, and we only really did one last
yes.
week because we ran out of time. So we're going to try and maybe do one or two more today, and then we have another little punishment thing
Yeah.
where you'll see it in a second.
Punishment. That does not sound good.
All right.
Oh.
So what is going to be our next category?
Okay. So now I'm trying to remember when we do the category. Oh, actually, we can go ahead and flip it. Okay.
Okay.
So we have Christian book authors.
Oh goodness gracious.
Christian book authors.
Okay.
This is gonna be really bad,
I'm
but
all right, it's
um,
going to be a really
we're
bad
gonna
question.
so
Are we allowed to incorporate things that we have written here at the
No,
official
wait, no. It has to be an actual
published? Okay,
book.
okay,
Okay.
okay, okay, okay.
Author. So
I was just wondering.
yes. So Christian book authors. Nathan has put this down. So if we repeat something, we're out.
Oh, goodness
Or
gracious.
if it takes us more than 5 seconds.
I feel like I just don't know many names. It's
I
weird.
don't feel bad. I don't either. So it's so bad. Like I do read, but not as much as I should.
Yeah, me
Okay,
too.
starting in 5, 4,
It's
3,
a long countdown.
2, 1, go. I'm gonna say Paul Chappell.
Pastor Clarence Sexton.
Uh,
You went for.
sorry. Oh my goodness, Carrie. Scott Pauly.
Didn't I? Oh, wait. I don't know if I agree. I don't agree with everything he says, but John MacArthur.
Okay, yeah. All right. Jim Shetler.
Oh.
5,
What's
4,
his name?
3.
A.W. Tozer.
Okay. Andrew Murray.
Why can't I think of his name? Matthew something.
3,
It was.
2.
Oh no, Matthew Henry.
Yeah, very good, very good. John Getch.
Oh, you come on, Carrie. It's like I got it on the tip of my tongue.
5, 4,
Uh,
3,
uh,
2, 1.
oh no.
Eh. Okay, all right, all right. Very
Okay.
good, very good.
Okay, so I'm down one now.
Okay, so you have to do the book.
Oh, are we just doing the one?
Oh,
I guess-
I guess we could. Let's do 2. Let's do 2.
Okay, we got
Right.
like 3 minutes. We
Yeah.
can do 2.
I was gonna say we could do the story or a glimpse of the story and then do another one, but we
Okay.
could do another one. Here we go.
So what's this?
Names of God.
Oh, I'm gonna be terrible at this one
Names
too.
of God. Okay.
This is.
My pastor's watching this right now, so I feel very tested right
Look,
now.
you gotta understand.
Wow.
I'm bad with names in general. Like, it's-
My name's Carrie.
Thank you.
Anyway. Okay. Let's see. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Okay,
1. You
what-
go first this time.
I should. Okay. El Shaddai.
Jehovah Nissi.
Oh, come on! You're putting out the Jehovah names. I
I'm
don't remember
sorry.
half of those. Jehovah Jireh.
All right. Jehovah Shalom.
5.
5, 4,
Wait, there's
3,
something else called the Last Adam.
2. I could take that.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
There
you
was
can take that.
a name for him. In
Yes.
there.
Sweet Rose of Sharon.
Wonderful.
Counselor.
The mighty God.
Prince of Peace.
The everlasting Father.
Jesus. Uh, 5,
mm,
3.
there's so many, and I can't.
2,
I'm drawing a blank.
1.
I just put it. Down.
Okay. Holy Spirit. You know. Oh.
Would we consider that a name? I mean, it is his name.
I guess person, but yes. Yeah.
There is Did you say? No, I'm not. I'm not even thinking about
Okay.
it.
All right. Well,
Well,
anyway, so you
I
got
know
to do
there's
this last 2
bunch of
minutes for
names
you.
out there.
This is
Okay.
really good.
So here we
Okay.
are. What I'm going to do is give a dramatic reading
Okay.
of a very good book
A very good book. Yeah.
called The Little Mouse, The Red Ripe Strawberry, and The Big Hungry Bear.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Now, don't you have to do it with like a certain?
Do you want me to put
Voice.
like an accent or a voice to it?
Uh,
It's supposed to be dramatic.
Okay.
I can be
let's just do
dramatic.
that. Let's use the dramatic. Okay.
All right, I can do this. Hello, little mouse. What are you doing?
What are we doing?
Oh, I see. Are you going to pick that red, ripe strawberry? But, little mouse, haven't you heard about the big, hungry bear?
No, I haven't.
Oh, how that bear loves red, ripe strawberries.
Okay.
The big, hungry bear can smell a red, ripe strawberry a mile away, especially one that has just been picked. Boom, boom, boom! The bear will tromp through the forest on his big, hungry feet and find the strawberry.
You didn't say sniff, sniff, sniff.
Sniff, sniff, sniff. No matter where it is hidden or who is guarding it or how it is disguised. Quick! There's only one way in the whole world to save a red, ripe strawberry from the big, hungry bear. Cut it in two. Share half of it with me. and we'll both eat it all up. Yum!
Oh my goodness.
Now that's one red, ripe strawberry that the big, hungry bear will never get. The end.
Very good. Very good. Awesome job, Chris. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Remember, God loves you.
So go share that love with somebody else. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.